So I wanted to start by asking you about the love story at the center of the movie between Adam and Eve, these two incredibly complex characters that have kind of seen and done so much.
Yeah.
What was it like working with Tilda to kind of collaborate and bring that relationship to the big screen?
It was amazing. About 6 weeks before we started filming, Jim and Tilda and I got together for about a week and sat around a table every day, and we talked about all the things that we loved and that we hoped we could somehow add to the relationship between these two delicate creatures who've been around for centuries. Tilda is one of the greatest actresses in the world, quite simply, and it was a real joy.
Well, Adam says throughout the film that he doesn't have heroes, but that's pretty clearly not true. I mean, his wall of heroes alone.
Yeah, I mean, he has heroes, but it's him being sort of petulant, you know.
Well, what is it about those scientists and the poets and the musicians that captures his imagination like that?
It's an appreciation for the fact that as mortals, they found immortality by using their short life so well.
Well, and the film deals with some fairly heavy issues like mortality, death, depression, but it has some incredibly pitch-perfect moments of lightness throughout the film. Was that something that Jim Jarmusch shared with you in terms of the balance he wanted to strike?
Personally, I didn't have conversations with Jim about the sort of overarching vision. I just had conversations about Ian and who Ian was, and it came to a place where I felt very comfortable with who Ian was and felt very comfortable that he was part of this world and his affection for Adam, and that made sense to me. And then if there were moments of joy, there were moments of joy, but I think even between Ian and Adam, Ian is receptive to Adam's sadness, you know?
Well, what is it about, from Adam's perspective, that makes Ian such an acceptable zombie, as he would call them? What is it that kind of makes that relationship work?
There's such an honesty to Ian that Adam recognizes. There's that line when Adam says, you know, for a zombie, you're all right. And I think that's Adam's way of saying, you get that you get it. Like, you get that life is about making things and appreciating music and art.
Music is a huge part of the film. Was that a huge part? You talked a bit about the preparation that you did, but was music something that you focused on?
I listened to a lot of different things. I listened to Schubert and to Bach and to William, like his very first line, William Laws. William Laws wrote this amazing Baroque funeral music on the organ, and I was listening to it thinking, this is, you know, the idea that Adam likes this guy is revealing. So I played, and I had to learn how to play the lute and the violin. And it was just, it was a privilege to be able to pour myself into music, even though I probably don't play so well as the man on my left.